The new LinkedIn Hiring Pro can't undo your last hire. The human postponer. They were the master of one phrase. I'll circle back on that. But 3 months later, you were the one doing all their work and wondering how big that circle is. But LinkedIn Hiring Pro can take the hiring load off your plate by automating the hiring busy work from the initial job post to scheduling interviews. Hire right the first time with LinkedIn Hiring Pro. Post a free job today at linkedin.com/quality.
Hello. Listen.
That's right.
We're back. We've been gone for a while, but evil does not sleep. It stays woke. It stays working.
Hell yeah.
Right, Hassan?
Hell yeah.
We are
That's
all
right.
domestic terrorists.
That's true.
Yeah.
Where have we been? How long's it been since we did our last show?
It's just classic. The classic one episode on, one episode off. That's what we've been doing.
Like divorced parents.
Yeah, we just can't. This is a good one. We can't get like 2 weeks in a row together. One of these days, it's gonna happen. I feel it. Next week we're gonna do another leftovers episode.
Definitely no. It's all on from here.
Hell yeah.
It's time. The last episode was 2 weeks ago. I guess it's been a little sporadic. We've been having lots of ins, lots of outs, but we're here. We're here, and that's what matters. So Hassan, tell me, how have you been?
I've been great.
You had your birthday recently.
Yes, I am unfortunately closer to your age again.
Well, luckily, how time works is that we both move at the same speed.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. We'll see.
think.
We'll see. We'll see what happens with these aliens and stuff.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
maybe they got some new tech.
yeah, I am 38, by the way.
Wait, you're not? Are you?
30.
I thought you were 42.
No.
You're not?
No, you want to see my ID? 38.
I mean, it's okay. I believe you.
Doesn't seem that you believe me.
I don't really believe you, no. Because, like, what does your ID say about your height? You know what I mean?
It says 5'11".
Okay, so then we've already established that there's lies on your ID.
Yeah.
You know it's a crime to lie to the federal government.
To the DMV.
To the
Come get
DMV.
me, bitches. I didn't lie to them, fucker.
They're gonna have to.
What does it
bust
say
that.
about your dome circumference on your ID?
Well, luckily we don't live in a fascist state that cares about
maybe we
phrenology.
should. Maybe we should.
So it doesn't have my dome circumference
When
on
I
my
become
license.
fascist leader, I'm going to make everyone put their dome circumference
No, that would be the worst thing.
with a rating.
Oh no. Oh no. That would be that'd be my nightmare.
Fucking F dome right there.
Wow,
brother.
that's messed up. I think I will then move to Korea or Japan, where having like the appearance of a small head with
that
broad
right?
shoulders is seen as more attractive.
What?
Yeah.
They love little-headed men?
It's not that people have little heads. It's more so that they just love when people have big shoulders and their head looks small in comparison due to that.
You ever been to South Korea and see what the people think about your proportions?
No, but I have talked to people from South Korea.
And they love it.
They
They love the
tell me.
tiny heads.
Yeah.
Do they like Beetlejuice? The movie?
They're
Yeah.
huge David Byrne fans.
Yeah, Beetlejuice is a sex icon in South
Little
Korea.
heads. I mean,
Yeah.
you know,
Haven't you noticed all the BTS guys? They look like Beetlejuice.
take that back. They're all angels. Bro, don't even say that on.
Jungkook cleared.
You know we're live right now.
I know. I'm throwing him up. Don't worry. Jungkook cleared. Jason Aldean. Jungkook supremacy.
This is me and you right now.
Stand BTS for clear skin.
We're me and you. Leftovers is like the lobby of the underworld.
I've never watched this movie.
Oh, 1 second.
Oh, it is actually really good.
What is
Never
it?
seen Beetlejuice?
Is it Beetlejuice?
Yeah.
What is it like? You say Beetlejuice 3 times and then he comes to your house or something?
It's a zany, crazy, dark comedy. It's really good.
I feel like a lot of this stuff if you watch with today's eyes for the first time ever, without the nostalgia factor, you'd be like, it's not that great. Some
movie's
stand
good.
the test of time.
That one
some
does,
don't.
I think. That one does.
Yeah.
So anyway, it was your birthday, it was Cam's birthday, Dan and Olivia's birthday, all within 1 week.
As we've established previously on this broadcast, that July is the best month.
Right. Okay.
Come on.
All right. We love July. Yeah. So, have you seen our musical debut or our musical duet debut?
I have.
been a while
I
since
used it as my intro yesterday. It was beautiful.
It's been so nice.
Yeah.
I haven't been doing so great, so
I love AI now.
A lot of people are saying some things about me that aren't quite true. Doesn't matter if it's true though. Just as long as it's
I mean, I feel that we could put out an album
right.
with this AI help.
You guys having fun?
I agree.
All aboard the top
I've been relatively critical of AI, and also I've talked about what advantages it can have, but I have been appreciating the AI renditions.
Yeah, I mean, what bad could you say about AI?
Oh, you're goading me to talk about ChatGPT.
I love
heard
ChatGPT.
A little bird, and by that I mean foot soldiers that come into my chat, told me that you use
Why are you guys snitching on me, dude?
Why do you use ChatGPT like in serious conversation? Don't.
Okay, first of all, why are you guys snitching on me? Second of all, Hassan, I genuinely feel that people don't appreciate how amazing this tool is. Like, really.
Okay.
Have you ever had a serious conversation with ChatGPT about your metaphysical well-being, your health diagnoses, your interpersonal relationships? No, I'm just kidding. I don't get that defined, but
the problem with ChatGPT, like, I mean, it's content. I've used it a little bit for that purpose, but the issue is the AI lies all the time.
it doesn't. That's a misconception.
No, it absolutely does.
It doesn't.
If there's no information that it can pull, or if you're asking for it to say something.
It's not true. Have you ever seen that happen yourself?
I have.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
I have
no,
multiple
no.
times. No, you're
ChatGPT is
100%
a
right.
robot. Robots can't lie.
Well, maybe not lie, but it will provide you with
it gives you what you wanna
incorrect
hear.
information extremely confidently.
Yeah, it gives you what you want to hear, and it doesn't ever tell you.
You guys
like,
are a robot. You guys are robotites. You guys are robotites.
I'm just worried. like,
Anti-robot.
I wouldn't use it in debates, is what I mean. Like, I wouldn't use it in debates because it can give you false information confidently and lead you astray.
Okay, yeah. I mean, listen, it can happen, but you can get struck by lightning too, and you still go outside.
No, the likelihood that the AI will give you false information is significantly higher than getting struck by lightning.
I haven't seen the data on it.
Okay.
Anything else?
I'm just saying, always fact check.
Okay, I do.
Yeah, as
I
long
do
as you're
fact check,
fact checking
yeah.
it, then that's good.
Yeah.
I think Bing possibly also will give you their citations. Whereas
So does ChatGPT. You could say, "Can you provide citations?" and it does, and then you can cross-check it.
Did you see the AI like we used to complete math problems with relative ease, and now like it's not doing as
Apparently,
so good?
ChatGPT got dumber for some reason.
Yeah, it's not for some reason. It's
No,
because
it's computing
interacting
power.
with humans.
Well, that's where it learned, but from like ChatGPT 4, for whatever reason, from when they launched it to now, has got significantly worse. And I don't think they know why either. It's kind of
I think we're training it to be stupid. I'm
Maybe
glad
you
that they
guys
have
are,
I'm
not
glad
me.
that it has the safeguards to not be racist though, because like you remember the Taybot stuff, obviously, like
Yeah.
Microsoft's first interaction with the
just
AI
went
in
full
the real
Nazi.
world. Yeah, it took like 24 hours. I mean, dude, it's ChatGPT is getting dumber. Look at Twitter.
Twitter, I can't even go on there. Like
It's
literally,
such a shithole.
it's like, I swear to God, I'm not exaggerating. 50% of my feed is literally just people trying to get a new American Holocaust going.
It's
It's
really
just straight
It's really
Nazis.
messed up.
Yeah.
It's the confidence of like basement dwelling Nazis has increased dramatically. I really, really don't like that. Like they should feel way more insecure about how shitty their lives are.
I do think that people are not going to want to share that space with them forever. And I personally have personally been spending significantly less time on Twitter.
Have you? I mean, I've already given my social security number, my place of birth, my identification to Elon because I think I fuck with his vision. You know what I mean? The Everything app. Like, I think that's a great idea.
X, baby.
It's a great idea, and I think that Elon is going to be the best at doing it.
So here's where I'm ahead of you. This is where I'm simping even more. I'm not giving him anything. I want him to put his chip in my brain, and he can get it himself.
Oh, Neuralink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He can Neuralink me straight into X, brother.
Yeah. Then you and ChatGPT could be besties.
Yeah, man. Right. Actually, before we get into X, I do want to talk about that. We talked last time we were here about Mike Pillow's liquidation event. He's selling every goddamn thing in his office. Well, we had one enterprising young FUPA trooper who actually cleaned up rather nicely. My Pillow surplus industrial equipment sale. Oh, you got a pallet of face masks, bro, for $10?
Wait, that's pretty good.
They cleaned up. Look at this. Look at all the stuff they got.
Let's see.
A pneumatic convertible hand truck with an 800-pound towing capacity went for $71.
I wonder if he negotiated those prices down.
Bro, that's wild how cheap this went out. This was a real yard sale. This is Gary Vaynerchuk, I think, is the one who did this.
Right.
No one is capable of this.
Nobody else. I think they're just like, it's going to cost us more to get rid of this stuff if you guys don't take it. Skillsaw 10 portable table. A table saw for $114?
Damn it. It was my brother's birthday. I should have spent some time on this website. I could have gotten him so much more industrial equipment.
18-door locker unit. $26. 6-door locker unit. Why would that be more? You got to ask questions about that. That was more than the 18-door.
Well, it was a bidding thing. Maybe there was a little bit of a bidding war going on.
More high.
Like you don't have space for an 18-door locker unit, but you have one for a 6-door, so it's understandable.
But this is really something. I mean, we saw those pallet of face masks. There's got to be like 10,000 face masks in that thing.
Well, at least $10. No one has ever used those.
No.
Like there is no fear that anyone could have ever used those face masks.
COVID could never survive in such a God-filled place.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations to them.
Yeah.
You know. Pretty exciting. Oh, one thing real fast just to mention, there's a Teddy Fresh restock / drop. This sweater's back in stock. This was a favorite. Everybody loves this one. The Teddy Fresh rug.
I need to get that.
Is back. We
I need to cop one of those. Put it next to my Hezbollah rug.
We'll put it over if you would.
I'll put it over the Hezbollah rug.
I don't know if we have. I don't know what's the deal with those. If we can get one, yeah.
It's all good if we don't have it.
This is
fire.
Yeah,
too.
this is corduroy shirt jacket. Really nice. You want one?
Yeah.
Done.
Definitely. Here's the thing.
Jacket off.
I wear my Teddy Fresh stuff. I'm wearing it right now.
I love it, bro.
I texted Ethan last night. I went to see the Barbie movie, and I realized, like, in my closet, all of the pink and purple things that I own, because you got to dress for the theme. They're all Teddy Fresh. So I was Teddy Freshed out.
That's badass, bro. I'm glad you're wearing it.
Asked me to send him a photo, but I couldn't.
I mean, you
was
could have
too
just gone to the
embarrassed.
bathroom and took a photo.
I was way too embarrassed. I just.
Why? You didn't? You looked silly, you think?
I don't think I look well, I mean, it's a bit silly. Like, I don't have the bravery that Ben Shapiro has.
I wasn't going to post it.
I don't have the bravery that Ben Shapiro has, where he dressed up exactly like Ken to go watch the Barbie and Ken movie with a notepad.
That's true.
I'm not as brave as he is.
This jacket, reversible jacket, is out. Oh, this is the new one. This is one AB was wearing the other day that everyone was asking about. This is out. This crew is out. This long t-shirt is out. This is back.
Oh, I want that one too.
You got that, Sam? Thank you. This is a different color of the corduroy. Whoa, that fits wild, dude. Those pants are...
That's what's hot right now. Like,
really?
Massive jorts. That's what's
Keemstar has been ahead of the curve on that one, brother.
Yeah.
He's setting
inevitably, you're gonna land at something fashionable because it's cyclical, right?
Yeah. There it is, guys. Teddy. TeddyFresh.com. Thank you guys so much. All right. All right, let's talk about the X3 podcast. So we're also rebranding.
Wait, what?
We're rebranding. H is out. It's a cuffed letter. It's inferior.
Yeah.
X is everything. So we are known the X3 podcast. In fact, we made an announcement video.
Oh, Jesus.
We're rebranding everything.
Uh-oh.
So, and this is kind of inspired by the one that Elon tweeted out, or retweeted. Maybe I should show that one first.
It's this one. G.
Yeah, check this out. This is Twitter's new logo, and it's so badass. Look at this. Dude, it's X, bro. So sick.
The sound effect.
It's so sick. So here's ours, inspired by this incredible content.
Oh, I get it.
Let's fucking go right now,
This
dude.
is a big moment.
The X,
Finally.
Bro,
X3.
this looks like a Silicon Valley bit. Like I feel like you're about to announce that you're funded by a hedge fund or something. Like you raised a $700 million in a Series B.
What up, brother?
X is up.
We are X. We are the future. We are the new wave of media. Extremely taking over the market.
Hell yeah. That's right.
X marks the spot for excellence. Yep.
What was that?
I'm not sure. It sounded cool, though. Is that like hitting a shield?
I'm trying to get as close as possible to the noise that was in the Elon one.
Oh, just like the impact.
Okay. So, Elon finally got X.com. Congratulations to him. X.com now redirects to Twitter, which is important, of course.
It didn't every time, though. Like, for the first couple of days, it was having a hard time redirecting, because sometimes it would be like, this domain's owned by GoDaddy. Like, I was like, what the
I don't think he owned it. I think he had to buy it.
Yeah.
Probably paid a fortune for that thing, man.
He's such a good, iconic businessman.
Yeah.
He's unstoppable.
He's so smart.
No, he's unstoppable force of nature. The X.com thing really makes sense. I mean, you have this established brand with the bird, the name. Tweet, right, is even part of the lexicon at this point. It's smart for him to tear that down after spending $40 billion on it and just let's start over. X.
Yeah, I really like that, you know, especially when, like, technically Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, they all have likes and comments, you know what I mean? Like, Elon owns for $44 billion the naming convention that is so noticeable and marketable that's been built for, what, 20 years now?
Mm-hmm.
Brilliant.
That's like, you know how Gary Vee said this once, and it really resonated with me. He goes, you know what's better than being born rich? Being born poor.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Because
I thought you were going to say, you know what's
it's
better?
harder and you
know
get
what's
more.
better? Kissing your dad passionately.
You know what's better than being born poor? Making out with your dad at the vineyard.
Making out with your father, which, you know. That's why he's such a big business guy. Gary Vee was on, I think, CNBC
Different perspectives.
recently and was still glazing up Elon. Like,
is that
they
right?
had him on to be like, yeah, this is brilliant. You know, he's just doing a lot for speech out there. He's just doing great. He's doing a great job. I was just like, I think we have a serious problem with the charlatan economy where it's just like con men propping up other
Solidarity.
con men, propping up other con men.
They have class solidarity.
Yeah, it's solidarity.
Last week,
Yeah,
Instagram
I mean-
Threads had quickly gained over 100 million signups, drawing the interest of multiple companies, digital marketing agencies, and advertisers, businesses that have stopped advertising on Twitter over brand safety concerns.
Such a good
are
introduction
excited about the
with the title.
possibility
The
of
juxtaposition
advertising.
is perfect. It's like Twitter is on fire. They've lost so much market cap, and then Gary comes in and he's like, "You guys don't understand. This is just like my father's wine business. And it's so sick.
Exactly
I love
like
it.
that.
Twitter headquarters in San Francisco is on fire right now. They haven't paid rent in 2 years. They've fired 90% of their employees, and they have no advertisers. Gary, tell us why they're doing great.
On Threads. But reports this morning
Here, I'm gonna cut to
Threads,
Gary. Go ahead, Gary.
Now to discuss the state of the digital ad market is Gary Vaynerchuk, a VaynerX chairman.
What a moron.
I guess
He's in prison,
with
dude.
That
They put
lead-in, Gary, did you join Threads?
The crypto scams finally caught up with them.
No, they put him in prison for kissing his dad.
Yeah.
It's
Incest.
messed
Adult
up.
incest.
Incest is illegal in California, I believe. We researched that recently.
Yeah, well, thank God he wasn't kissing his dad in
Oh,
California.
no. Some states it's okay to be gay in incest.
What's your argument?
Oh,
Gay because you can't have kids. So they say if you're gay, you can do it.
that's
If
Make
you're
all your-
straight,
wait, that's
you can't do
weird.
it.
That's like
Swear.
you know what? That seems like liberal propaganda. Why can the gays have all the fun? You know what I mean?
Right. Well,
there
it's
isn't
because
that.
they can't have babies. That's the theory.
That's messed up.
But it is kind of unfair for sure.
Incest.
And this case, I mean,
Dennis
straight.
Prager's got some thoughts on that.
Look, and straight people have less rights.
Yeah, this is true. Yeah, I mean,
We
I
cannot
watched,
have incest like the gays can.
I watched the Barbie movie last night. Men's rights are under attack.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's
Disgusting.
It's destroyed.
Did you feel assaulted?
I felt so assaulted. It was really messed up. I won't get into it because I feel like we've moved on from it.
Incest has gone woke.
Yeah.
New headline, Daily Wire. Okay, go ahead,
Do you
Gary.
like it? Is your engagement gone down? Do you think Twitter needs an alternative, a kinder, gentler alternative?
Good morning, first of all. I joined Threads. I like Threads. I think competition is good. I don't know if it's a kinder, gentler thing. I think all of these places start off very kind and gentle. When I was on Twitter in 2007 to 2010, it was the kindest, most aspirational, joyous place.
That's
These are
so
not-
wrong. Like that
He's
is
just saying that, right?
that is objectively wrong.
it was
ridiculous.
joyous, bro.
There's always less moderation on these platforms when they first start. They notoriously let the algo run wild until people are like, hey, you have generated an entire like army of weird basement dwelling incel groypers who just keep talking about how Hitler was awesome. Actually, the new meta, the new wave of like right-wing shit posters now, they've moved beyond Hitler. They now talk about like the Roman Empire and talk about how like, you know, they want to just like be gay with their friends.
That's
not
cool.
dissimilar to Steven Crowder, mind you. And how that was actually, you know, that's how things should be. Like women shouldn't have rights and men should fuck each other.
That's vibes.
Thank you, Twitter, for that.
Well, if we know
Dude, the rock
if
already.
we don't need women for sex, then what do we need them for? Right?
True.
If we cut them out of that, they lose all power
For
over us.
breeding, I think that's just like,
But they're icky. We'll have to do that in the lab.
yeah. But
Go-
yeah,
go ahead, Gary,
This
go
is a-
ahead.
this is a big clickbaity for the record. He
Platforms.
only talks about Twitter being like gangbusters. I think towards the end or something. But he mostly just talks about how competition is good. I don't really remember exactly where it is, but
Oh, do you guys know where I should watch this? It's pretty long. Clip.
Yeah, whatever. We can.
All right, Gary, shut
move
up.
on from Gary.
Dumbass. Nobody cares
Fuck
about.
Gary.
I feel like Gary
you guys
V
are
fell
just
off.
hating because he's free. He's a free bird, free
Mm-hmm.
to kiss his dad, free to sell you on NFTs. Dude, that's what like. Okay, here's what frustrates me to no end about the supposed fundamentals-backed free market economy and the stock market in general is that none of these clowns ever get punished. Okay,
Oh shit.
like oh no, except for
Maybe
Gary,
you spoke too soon.
who's in jail for kissing his dad though, not for cryptocurrency.
Do we know? Did
Right,
they put
right,
out the
right.
press
That's true.
release or
They
anything?
put him in jail for kissing his dad, which is why
Okay.
I'm gonna go free him.
You're gonna
He,
bail him out.
he needs to be free.
Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't have any money left because he pumped it. He pumped crypto too hard.
He made so much money, but he lost it all on the apes.
Wait, he did?
Yeah, he lost everything on board.
All my apes gone. Wait, I can't tell if you're fucking with me or not. I don't know if he ever.
He knows it's a scam. He wouldn't spend his money on that shit.
Yeah, he knows the scam. That's why he made his own, and then he made his own like was it like a crypto con, right?
Yep. Gary
Seth Green was
Vcon,
involved in
yep,
it.
Yep.
At some point, Gary Vee owned 7 Bored Apes, so he was pretty all in on there.
Oh man.
Yeah. So Elon's been obsessed with the letter X. He was trying to originally he wanted to call PayPal, what turned into PayPal, X.com.
Yeah.
And I believe that his colleagues thought it was so stupid and so pointless they ousted him from the company as a
that was
result.
one of the many issues with Elon's tenure at PayPal, where I believe the aspects of coding that he was involved in as a payment processor were so awful that people could just like basically brick the website and move numbers around to their own wallets originally. That was one fundamental flaw. The other one was his insistence on changing it to X.com, which many of the board members thought sounded way too much like a porn website. And they focus group tested it. They tested it and they were like, oh no, this looks like a porn site. We can't do this. And then, Peter Thiel inevitably ousted him and took over his role. But of course, in under capitalist rules, if you do have capital, if you're like in the owner's status, you still make hundreds of millions of dollars when your website inevitably gets sold, which Elon got a lot of money from PayPal.
Elon has been failing up. It's quite interesting. But it doesn't stop there. SpaceX, Tesla Model X. He named his son X. Now he's trying to make Twitter X. What is going on with this man?
What's the X obsession?
Yeah,
Fixated.
and the other
X Tassion.
he named conference rooms at Twitter headquarters to like sexy.
Ew.
Cool.
And exposition, I think, or something. Like it's just very weird.
Well, here is his big global vision for why X. Why is he changing the name, this brand recognized around the world, to a porn site?
There's a lot of great things that are going to come out. Obviously, payments down the road, maybe later this year, and improving the direct message stuff. Obviously, enabling full encryption and video and voice calls. And just basically solving, if there's something you want to do, you can do it on this sort of, X everything app.
I want to kiss my dad. How do we make that happen?
You'll go to jail. Don't say
genius. That. Okay, never mind.
Illegal.
I don't want to kiss my dad.
Here's the funny part about this. He's like, we're gonna do voice calls, video. Bitch, you couldn't even do like an audio only thing with Ron DeSantis like last month.
Oh, yeah.
Why would anybody trust your website?
Oh
Why?
God, this breaks my heart. The current Tesla model lines is S, 3, X, and Y.
Yeah.
Spells sexy.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. That's a shame. I'm so glad I don't have any Teslas anymore. That's embarrassing.
He's brilliant, dude. What do you mean?
Sexy.
So smart.
Sexy.
Somewhere else. Essentially, if done right, the X would serve people's financial needs to such a degree that over time it would become, I don't know, maybe half of the global financial system.
Wow. All right, Brady. Good luck with that one. That sounds great, by the way. Who wouldn't want one company to own half the banking financial system? That sounds so convenient.
I love how he drops that and the guy's
So
just like, wow.
Elon is not notorious for like just straight up, overshooting, over promising, and then not even under delivering, just never delivering. That's never happened. Surely it's not happening here. Except the thing is, this is so pathetically Elon, because what he's describing already exists in China, right? WeChat already has like a similar structure. Right?
That's what he's basing it off of, right?
Yeah, that's what so it's not even a unique or novel idea. And two, Meta tried doing this already. They failed to do so in the Western world, so they tried doing it and have successfully implemented it in certain countries without infrastructure where they have a walled garden internet. So like people that access the internet know it through accessing Facebook, which, benefits their numbers greatly. But ultimately, I don't know why Elon thinks that he is capable of launching this project in America. I don't know why Elon thinks he's capable of launching this project at all on Twitter, that he is like gutted entirely. Like he can't even manage the normal functions of this website that was, that had a lot of issues before he bought it, but still was objectively better. You know what I mean?
Well, I think if his workers just work a little harder, stay a few hours extra, and just show that they care about their jobs, maybe sleep on the floor a few nights a week, then we can make this dream happen. If it fails, it's only because of his workers. They weren't pulling their weight. Here, so this was from a podcast by this guy Zuby.
Oh God, I hate this.
Who is a MAGA rapper and just like a straight up like right wing provocateur. And I guess Elon scouted him and paid him for this Twitter exclusive. So this is sponsored by Twitter. And as I was watching this last night, something interesting jumped out to me. Here, I'll play it.
Right in. Step right up. Who wants one?
It's not every day you get to talk to a visionary like Elon Musk. I'm lucky to be able to learn from him on the podcast and off air. When the cameras are off, people feel more comfortable sharing their personal strategies. Millionaires and billionaires invest in assets to counter inflation and crazy market swings. Elon himself has previously talked about the little-known power of physical assets, real, tangible investments that can hold their value during a crisis. But the real story, a group of everyday investors have already seen net returns of 10, 13, and even 32%.
Yep, 32%.
And they didn't need millions because they used Masterworks' art investing platform.
So it's sponsored by what seems to me, and this is just in my opinion, as a layman, a Ponzi scheme. It's the weirdest. They just
32% returns. Listen.
Even Madoff didn't promise anything.
I was gonna say this is not financial advice, but like fuck it, it is financial advice. Anyone that tells you that you get 32% returns is stealing money from your pocket. You're a fucking idiot if you think that you're gonna make any money with someone who's like, oh yeah, you're gonna get 32% return.
Wait till you hear their business model. Check this out.
So far, Masterworks has sold over $45 million worth of luxury art, handing the net proceeds right back to investors.
Luxury
like us.
art.
Every Masterworks
that looks luxurious.
What about art is luxurious?
I've never heard art.
I mean, all art technically is a luxury asset.
You could say high value art. I don't know what's luxurious.
I mean, they're just like it's a scheme for wealthy people to like hide their their assets,
which is why this makes even less sense.
Has delivered a return.
Look at this guy, dude. That guy's living fucking with Masterwork, brother. If you ever see this B-roll, you're being scammed.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Dude, I just
have already invested over.
Bro, you're being scammed right now.
The more desperate people become, the more circumstances worsen under capitalism, the more I feel like people are getting dumber and dumber because they're like, I just want to believe, like, fuck you. That's the attitude that a lot of people have. But it's like, but you're getting scammed.
Never scammed?
$500 million with them. Offerings can sell out in minutes, but Zuby listeners can skip the waitlist by going to masterworks.com and entering the promo code ZUBY, Z-U-B-Y, in the How Did You Hear About Us box. That's masterworks.com and use the promo code.
So you give them your money, and what they say they do with it is that they buy
Picasso's
valuable art, and then they're wheeling and dealing Picasso's. And then the profit is being returned to you, the investor. That is the craziest fucking thing I've ever goddamn
At least
heard.
they moved on from NFTs to like back to real physical products.
That's true.
That they're still running schemes on. Love that.
So there it is, guys. Get hold over to Masterworks. You can own a piece of a Picasso.
Here's the thing I will never understand. This guy has led you astray probably a million times over. Why do you still believe him? Like, his one goal is to make you money. He's taken money from you. How the fuck do you ever trust him after that? Like, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me, right? What's happening? Why are you guys getting fooled like 10 times?
When has he stole their money?
If you look through his profile, I'm sure he's done more crypto shit.
Are you talking about the MAGA rapper or Elon?
The MAGA rapper, Elon Musk, every single one of these people, including all the blue checkmark weirdos that are at the top of every single reply now, they all are peddling some kind of pump and dump scheme to other people in their immediate vicinity. Everyone's become like a life insurance peddler. And it's so frustrating. But it doesn't make sense. Like, how is this economy still alive?
I guess that it's like they say, there's a sucker born every minute. I mean, I don't know what to say. Some people are just marks. Yeah, you know.
I will never understand it. I don't know why the people are they're so ride or die for these kinds of schemes. I guess it's just like they're selling them a dream of financial success. So I guess that's why it's so successful. I do feel like it's getting worse and worse though.
I'm sorry, what? I'm just kidding. Let's see. So there it is. Good luck to X. Of course, there's going to be some speed bumps. One, unfortunately, being that Meta owns the trademark for X. And unfortunately, it owns the trademark for X in online social network services, namely facilitating social introductions or interactions among individuals. Social networking service in the field of entertainment, gaming, application development, providing information about social networks that involve online gaming, online video games, online video game applications, providing an internet website portal for engaging in social networks, providing information, news, commentary in the field of social networking. So hopefully he can find some space in that to carve out for himself. Because I'm sure that Meta won't mind.
There's so many other funny issues that has arise from this. Like Japan loves Twitter. They use it a lot.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They're way more active on Twitter. Yeah,
Japan.
it's very popular. It's like weird. It's kind of like completely insulated from American Twitter, but a much larger percentage of Japanese users use Twitter, like online, than Americans. And X Japan is a J-Rock group, so they can't own that one. Like they just
That's a
can't
problem.
brand it as like Twitter X Japan.
It's really well thought out. It's a really well conceived
Yeah.
idea. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Microsoft has owned this X trademark since 2003.
So the way I see it is, so Elon Musk wanted to take down the Twitter logo on the side of the headquarters in San Francisco. And of course, he fired everybody. So there was no one to be like, hey, we need to get a permit for this. Right.
Right.
And the cops came and they stopped them. And then they were forced to continue because there's exposed wiring at this point. Right. So it's an even bigger danger. And to me, that is exactly how Elon operates. He's a micromanager. He's petty. He oftentimes makes decisions like on the fly. And because he's so profoundly wealthy in a system that just rewards incompetent con men that for one reason or another have been able to accumulate wealth, that he feels like he could just always get away with it. He can always fail upwards. And that's how I feel about this decision, this massive decision that by every metric is idiotic to just change the name of Twitter to X. It feels so on the spot. It feels so stupid. It goes against all of the business principles, right? And yet he's like, well, who's going to tell me no? I'm the richest guy on the planet. Well, not anymore. I think Bernard Arnault is the richest.
I think even Gates passed him again, I saw.
Idiot loser. What a fucking beta. But it's hard for me to decide. Is this just like him insisting on getting his way, or is he trying to intentionally bankrupt the company? I don't know why, but that seems to be what he's doing.
What I have realized, and what I was wrong on, what I was right on was I knew that this was going to be an objective failure because Elon Musk is an idiot. But what I was wrong on is that I thought maybe more people would have noticed that Elon Musk is a fucking idiot. And then that, given his key man situation at Tesla, being such a profoundly important person, like a singular force for Tesla stock, would have translated to Tesla stock also going down. I was wrong about that. I'm willing to admit that. No matter how much Elon Musk fails, it seems like Tesla stock still is going to have a mind of its own, basically.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to come down, I think, as competition goes up. It's going to come down.
Oh, yeah, with other EVs entering the market, for sure.
But moving on, actually, he is the richest guy in the world still, as of July 26th.
Yep.
He's number one, baby. 239 billy. Let's fucking get it. Let's talk about bitch Mc... I can't say what I really want to say. Bitch, C word.
Oh yeah, you'll get yellowed for that.
So Mitch McConnell, who is a demon in human skin, actually died on television last night, which is awesome. Is it okay to say that if he died, I'd be happy?
I mean, I don't give a shit. I've said it. I've said way worse shit.
Yeah. I wouldn't I know it's tabooed and not be like, oh, I'd be happy if he died. I would be though. Like, I don't know him. He's not my grandpa. I'd just be like, dope. That's one less problem.
Yeah. I mean, I watched a video from Peter Scantinello, I think his name is. He's a relatively big travel YouTuber who went to the Appalachian area. And he went to West Virginia, he went to Virginia, and he went to Kentucky to talk to a bunch of coal miners that were left behind. And when you see the situation in Kentucky overall, it's very difficult not to have so much disdain and so much anger and so much hatred for its representatives that very actively work against the interest of its citizens. Mitch McConnell being one of the leading causes of all the problems that the people experience in places that are forgotten like that. So, I mean, I've always had a tremendous amount of animosity towards him. I think he is a horrifying demon, but there is no karmic justice in this world. And Mitch McConnell, just like all these other fucking lizard demons, like Henry Kissinger, like Dick Cheney, never actually suffered.
They look so unhealthy, and yet they live so long. And they accusing other people of drinking baby blood to live long.
Yeah.
How do you think these fucking guys who look like they've been on death's doorstep for 20 years keep on? This man's been in Congress. He's been dead for 20 years. Look at this. Here's Mitch McConnell giving a press conference. And how far into his term is he? How many years left does he have? He's running for re-election too, I'm sure.
I don't think he is, but he just recently won re-election.
Yeah,
right?
so he's got a good 4-6 years.
He ripped Amy McGrath.
Amy McGrath, that's right.
Hey, Shredder's here.
Puppies.
Did you guys say hi to Kaya?
Hello. Hi, Shredder. Hi.
Hi, puppies. Hello, Shredder. Welcome. Welcome.
Hi.
Did they say hi?
They're playing.
The doggies are saying hi. I'm just listening to see if everybody's happy.
They're happy. They're.
I don't see any. I didn't hear any barking yet.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. It's progress. Anyway, let's just watch the damn thing. So here he is.
Well, good afternoon, everyone.
Oops.
We're on a path to finishing the NDA.
Also, that's definitely a Confederate tie.
This week.
That tie is giving Confederate flag.
Cooperation. And a string
Bro, his lips are blue. This man is not getting oxygen to his
have
brain.
you seen a photo of his hands from like 2020? Do you remember that shit?
Yeah, we pulled.
Oh yeah, it looked like he was decaying.
Yeah, actively.
Dude, this man's lips are blue. He needs life support. I don't think it's normal for your lips to be blue.
I think you're just jealous he's so hot.
His corpse is cold.
That's what it is.
His body's
sexy.
cold.
He's sexy and he knows it. Really.
Well, I've pointed out a few of these guys, Trump included, have such a fuckable tight little nussy.
Oh
neck
yeah.
Pussy.
Oh yeah. That neck pussy goes crazy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, let me go back so you guys can see the trend.
Hold on.
What's happening? Oh, okay. Anyway, Mitch McConnell, huh? Yeah, I mean, Mitch McConnell, what's his legacy? He's just like a pure obstructionist, dirty bitch.
Yeah, so Mitch McConnell is a horrifying demon who basically he took the idea that if you run an obstructionist Senate, you will not get punished by the Republican Party, and he tested it out, and he realized that was the case.
Yeah.
Like, before Mitch McConnell, he's not singularly responsible for this. Obviously, the structures at hand are what has created this result. But he was the first who said, I am going to make sure that Obama is a one-term president. He hampered economic relief efforts, which of course were fairly significant and caused by the Republican Party's failures leading up to this moment. He did everything he could to obstruct the Democratic policies under Obama when they had a supermajority in the Senate. I will never forgive the Democrats for allowing that to happen either. But basically, since in the post-Mitch McConnell era, Republicans always run the obstructionist policies where their goal isn't necessarily to legislate. Their goal is to just stop any legislation from happening.
To get any leverage they can.
Yeah, and
it's quite sad and pathetic.
And it's something that has never really punished them.
The influence on, like, people think that Congress is useless, and I mean, his influence alone has basically ensured the uselessness of Congress for like decades to come. Anyway, here he is dying on live TV, which makes me happy. And I'm not wishing for it. I don't wish for it. But now that it's happened, I can say that it makes me happy.
Yeah, I just don't think it will happen because these motherfuckers never die.
Well, he's out. He's got an IV of baby blood right in Marino.
Evil never dies, unfortunately.
He's literally munching on. You know, this man eats dried babies like fucking prunes.
He is an adrenochrome recipient.
They put babies out and dry them out in the sun for a month, and they come out like prunes. And Mitch McConnell eats them like Tic Tacs.
Oh, 100%.
Well, good afternoon, everyone.
He came back after this. So.
Yeah, I've got them both.
We're on a path to finishing the NDA this week. It's been good bipartisan cooperation and a string of.
Go on. So this is one of the most powerful people in government.
Bro, you know what happened here? There's a piece of the Death Note on there. He touched it on accident. He started seeing the Shinigami in the crowd. That's what's going on. And the Shinigami was like, I'm here for you, bitch.
Can I ask you a question? In what profession would something like this not result in their immediate retiring?
This
is the only one. The most important one.
Well, I guess like CEOs or like founders.
CEO? Oh, founder. Okay, but
like
CEO,
founder and owner of a company, they can get away with a lot. Like during,
yeah, because they own it. Nobody can tell them shit.
Especially if it's like a private company. Yeah, like family owned.
Anyway, this is the gerontocracy that we live in.
Yeah.
They're all old as fuck. He's old. Feinstein got wheeled in.
Nancy Pelosi's old.
Nancy Pelosi's old as hell, even though
Joe Biden.
Even though Nancy's titties are supple.
Oh god. You're not wrong.
She herself is not supple.
Yes. Her
I was wondering if that was appropriate or not.
Her carbon dating, successful carbon dating measures have been taken on her boobs. They have the age of like 35, I think.
Pretty interesting.
Yeah.
But anyway, everybody's too old. They will not step aside. Young people, it's our time to do shit, okay? Go fucking die quickly and quiet, please, because I don't even want to see you anymore. And let's move on. All of you.
There's plenty of demons that are young, too, that are willing to do this exact same job. This, to me...
Fine. Fine, let them.
There's so many
I don't want to see old people anymore.
Fresh demons.
Yeah, let's get fresh demons out here. Like,
there's so many things that frustrate me about this because it's like, one, it shows that this is on autopilot. You know what I mean? You're just like, you put a monkey in that suit.
True.
And we already know that they don't write the legislation. They don't read the legislation. Lobbyists do that for them. And they're just there to basically push for it.
They're there
and then
just
have a
to
couple
inside
clips.
trade. That's what.
Yeah.
That's what
do a little bit of inside trading. Offer favorable contracts or favorable positions in government to their wives, or their next of kin, whatever. That's their job, is to just milk the American taxpayer dry as they keep everybody busy focusing on really idiotic, dumb culture war ideas and battles. It is deeply frustrating to me to see a person benefit from platinum healthcare like the best healthcare on the planet.
Dude, do you know how much the government's spending just to keep that man alive?
Exactly. It's very, very frustrating to see that, especially when one of his jobs is to basically stop that healthcare from ever being achieved for the average constituent that he has. In a place like Kentucky, in the Appalachian region in general, conditions are worse than a third world country, a developing nation. 100%. Like the outcomes, like healthcare outcomes in places like Kentucky, in places like West Virginia, are worse than places like Bangladesh, which is insane. This is the richest country on the planet. What good is all of this endless imperialism if the imperial core is not even reaping some of the marginal rewards of it? And Mitch McConnell is one of the people that is responsible for not letting you have any of that. So, I do celebrate it. I do get excited at the prospect of him having a horrifying, painful existence where he's just basically trapped in his own mind. He's like fully aware of what's going on, but he's in a comatose-like structure.
I'm not going that far. I'm not. Hey, YouTube, I'm not saying that.
I'm saying that.
You want to fuck his eye hole. Just say it.
He's just an awful demon, dude. I mean, and many of these Democrats are in a similar playing field as well. Make no mistake. A lot of these guys are fucking you over actively. They are causing so much death, destruction, harm, and they're making a tidy profit off of it. And it's very frustrating to see them get away with it year over year over year as people feel less and less more and more powerless in the face of these unjustifiable structures.
Did you show this image? Yeah, I think you might be right. Although the theory that he saw the Grim Reaper or something is pretty interesting. Like, if you watch this back,
Lucifer was out in the crowd.
Do you have like a death bell, like dong, Zach? No, like actually like
an actual death knell.
Yeah. Because what I'm thinking of doing is, here we have an alternative angle.
I think he stroked out, by the way, straight up.
But he came back. How could he have a stroke and then come back?
I mean, I don't know. They probably hit him with some crazy liquid cocaine in the bag or something.
My first guess would be stroke, but the fact that he came back makes me think.
I mean, half of his face was like slooping.
I can't see. I need somebody to move the Hassan's TV a little over because I can't see the bottom right. So what I want to do is kind of just, thank you, role play a little bit here. Now just the gong, please. So I'm going to start with the audio, okay? Here it is. He hears the bell. He knows who it tolls for. He sees the face of his father in the crowd. But his father has a dark hood over his face and a giant sickle in his hand. He says, Mitch, it's time.
Your time has come, Mitch.
You're past your time, Mitch. Let go.
You're on 1 HP, Mitch.
Bing! There he goes.
You're hanging on by a thread.
And he feels the lick of the flame below him as hell calls for him. Mitch, your soul is mine. We made a deal, Mitch. The brand on the back of his neck starts bleeding. His soul has been claimed by the underworld.
Have you seen? Pull up the photo of his hands. This is from 3 years ago at this point.
Those are pretty great, Mitch.
I don't know how he didn't die yet. Well, I do know how he didn't die because, hey, guess what? If you live in Kentucky, okay?
Yo, what the fuck?
If you live in the state of Kentucky, if you live in really any red state, any rural area, as a matter of fact, there's not a fucking hospital in like a 200, 300 mile radius for you. Okay?
What condition makes your hands look black like that?
Yeah. Well,
what?
I don't know.
Reanimation? Dark magic?
He is.
What?
Yeah, he was unironically. He was. I mean, he's decaying in front of our eyes.
Genuinely, does anybody know what medical condition makes your hand turn black?
I think that's when you try to destroy a Horcrux, maybe.
But I know, but we keep joking about dark magic. But what?
Lichdom. I think he's actually just a lich.
He's a lich.
It's when you shake your hands with the devil.
Right.
Oh,
okay.
it like burned him.
Yeah.
So I don't think we have any real
And the return on that investment is like what? 10 more years, Mr. Devilman. I really want to make sure that everybody dies.
Okay, this is interesting. This is what Dumbledore's hand looked like after he destroyed the Horcrux.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So that is actually an interesting theory.
So you think he's a good guy?
Well, whose
destroyed the
Horcrux did he destroy? That is the question.
Interesting.
Maybe
I don't know what
he.
that is. I forgot what Horcrux is.
It's a Harry Potter thing. He put his soul into
It's
little
like a
things.
phylactery, you know?
Yeah. Because he was immortal.
Yeah.
They
And then
killed yeah.
for those of you who don't remember, Mitch McConnell also fell, and that was big news. He fell, and he was away from cameras for a while.
For 6 weeks, he was out.
That was Travis Scott falling off stage.
Oh.
What did you say? I feel like it might be bruising. Are you making fun of my son?
I misspelled bruise.
I ain't never seen bruising that looked like decaying flesh. But I don't know. I'm
No,
also...
it's these guys all have like a lot of blood circulation problems at that age, probably due to the medicine that they're taking, due to other medical conditions like healthcare problems. There was a Vox.com article from 2017, which is always good to resurface, where some pharmacist and on the Hill straight up was like, I write dementia medication for congresspersons in 2017.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I write dementia medication for not one, multiple people in Congress.
Pharmacist says he's filled Alzheimer's prescription medicines for members of Congress. Awesome. They're like, no, I don't have it. I'm just preparing.
This falls into a unique territory where, on the one hand, it's obviously a direct HIPAA violation to reveal medical records, but also it's certainly in the public interest to know who the fuck is like.
Tell us who they are.
Yeah, that's
you don't have to
disqualifying.
tell us. I know who it is. It's Dianne Feinstein.
It could be, no, honestly, it's a target-rich environment. It could be many. It could be a lot of congresspersons. Think about it.
I think the only way to act is just get rid of all of them. Not to kill them, to fire them.
Yeah. That's
I just wanted to
what
make
I
that
think
very
too.
clear. Because, right? Was that clear?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. They should be no longer elected. They should not be eligible.
No, yeah. Lots of, Anyway, here he comes back. So this is why I think he didn't have a stroke, and he probably just destroyed a Horcrux.
Could you address what happened here at the
They're like, what the fuck just happened?
press conference, and was it related to your injury from earlier this year where you suffered a concussion? Is that
suck?
You find you're fully able to do your job?
He's like, yeah. Sir, what just happened? Are you able to do your job? Yeah.
I'm fine.
Next question.
I'm fine.
I'm okay.
It's one of those things where it's like, are you that old, or did you just have a stroke and that's why half of your face is like droopy? You know what I mean? Why can't we have anything good?
The right window treatments change everything. Your sleep, your privacy, the way every room looks and feels. At Blinds.com, we've spent 30 years making it surprisingly simple to get exactly what your home needs. We've covered over 25 million windows and have 50,000 five-star reviews to prove we deliver. Whether you DIY it or want a pro to handle everything from measure to install, we have you covered. Real design professionals, free samples, zero pressure. Right now, get up to 50% off with minimum purchase, plus get a free professional measure at Blinds.com. Rules and restrictions apply.
You okay?
They just wheeled him out. We 100% are not getting leftovers 2 weeks in a row. God damn it. It's just, we can't do it. It's the curse.
I think everything's going to be okay. Just one moment. Just hang tight. Nothing out of the ordinary going on. It's all good, people. It's all good.
Anyway, it's going to be it's a year since the IRA passed, and we got a lot of good legislation coming up on the docket. Yeah, nothing to see here, folks. Ethan did not die.
Yeah, no, he's definitely alive.
Yeah,
and he's definitely a person who's all four chambers of his heart they're working, they're functioning, they're pumping blood as any person's heart would do.
I told him not to eat that frozen pizza, and he didn't listen to me. But of course, he's fine. He's fine, folks. He's fine.
Oh, here he comes now.
What happened, buddy? You good?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
You sure?
Yeah. No, everything's fine.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. No questions, please.
Get your reaction to.
Hi, everyone. All right, get out of here.
Come on, George.
So there he is. We love him. We love our government officials, don't we, folks?
Shout out, Mitch.
There's nothing. Certainly, there's nothing wrong with having like 800-year-old vampires run the country.
I mean, if not them, then who?
Hanging out.
Puppies.
It's 800 years of wisdom.
I feel like she's so big. She's so big. She's about to show up on camera like next week when
Yeah,
she's
she's
like,
almost over the
standing
table.
near you.
Yep.
Oh, you got a shot. Good.
Oh,
Shredder
yeah.
is getting along really well with her today.
Oh, look at
They're getting on well.
pups.
Shreddy.
He just wants to say hi.
She sometimes does have a tendency to be a little annoying, for the record.
Wants to say hi.
Especially with like smaller dogs, she doesn't really know how big she is, so she'll like try to play and frustrate the older dog.
How could she know? She's a different size every week.
That's
The
true.
hecking dog.
Just last week, she was Shredder size.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's so sweet.
I'm
Yeah.
the cool dad now.
You jerk her off yet?
Absolutely not. Even though, like, I've never had a female dog, and I think she's probably gonna have to go through her first or maybe even second heat cycle, and when that happens, I have to put a diaper on her.
Really?
Yeah. Because I haven't spayed her yet. I will.
Are you waiting for a certain?
I am
duration?
waiting for at least like a year and a half, maybe 2 years.
That's what they told us about Shredder, to wait till he was 2.
Wait, really? It's usually like vets. It differs, but the vets I've spoken to and the professionals I've spoken to firmly believe that for larger dog breeds, especially in order to avoid hip dysplasia later on in their lives, like they need to fully develop their bodies before they get spayed or neutered.
I guess it's a debated topic in veterinarian science, but I'll tell you, those 2 years leading up, Shredder was a menace.
Oh, really?
He was humping every goddamn thing that moved, man.
Yeah,
he used to have a teddy bear that he fucked the shit out of, dude. That thing was like paper mache. Dude.
I got fish neutered at like a year and a half, and he never actually humped anything, which was great.
Oh yeah.
I do worry though, because apparently when they're in heat, their attitude changes. So I'm a little worried about that.
I can say though for sure, I was really worried about Shredder's personality changing once we neutered him, but he was the same great dog, just like way better. You know, it was really good for him.
Yeah.
Oh,
Shreddy, what? They just want to say hi.
Uh-oh.
She's just standing there. She's just standing there, Shredder. Trying to go under my leg?
Trying to go under my leg?
Hi, come puppy, Shredder.
Come here. She's just a puppy. She's just a
Look how big she is. Hello.
Shredder, you're like an old man dog now.
What are you looking
just a
at?
baby.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
So what we have left, we have Trump gets indicted. I did everything right and they indicted me for a third time.
I did everything right and they indicted me.
Yeah, he's about to get arrested again, relating to the fake electors. which is fantastic. We love that. 3 indictments.
That was a perfect phone call, Ethan.
I heard it. It was perfectly fucking incriminating.
His team tried to actively, I mean, they tried to take it all the way to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court was like, no, this is a valid case.
Even his crooked ass, goofy, absurd, Supreme Court. Here's what he had to say about his coming 3rd indictment.
Disgusting. I would tell Putin, got to settle.
Oh, no, sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself. This is, when he's elected, this is what he's going to do in Ukraine to resolve the dispute.
I would tell Putin, got to settle. I would tell Zelensky, you got to settle. I would tell one, you're going to load up with money. I'd tell the other, you're not going to get any money. I would get a settlement in 24 hours.
Part of the deal, baby.
It should have never happened. You have thousands,
You gotta
hundreds of thousands
settle.
of dead people right now. Hundreds of thousands. You have cities that are obliterated. I don't know if you've ever seen the cities after they finish with the rockets. You have cities with no buildings standing. It looks like just a demolition zone. I would tell...
You might say it looks like a war zone.
Yeah. But it sounds pretty sound. Yeah,
You gotta settle.
He's like, yeah. He'd stop it.
I don't think you could probably resolve any issue between 2 people in the entire world by doing that.
Me.
You could go to elementary playground.
Listen, Bobby, you gotta settle.
He's the Boss Baby. He's like a big version of that movie, The Boss Baby.
I think Boss Baby's more competent, frankly. Boss Baby he has plans.
Yeah.
Here he is. He's talking about how he loves President Xi of China.
He's a bigger Xi simp than I am.
It's wild.
It's kind of crazy.
Just repeatedly say stuff like that. And how do Republicans, they're constantly talking about how bad China is.
China's the boogeyman. And also, they made COVID, apparently. That's their narrative.
Right.
Which I don't believe, right? Just to be clear, that's not true, as far as I can tell, as far as I know. But they say China made COVID to, don't ask RFK what he thinks. RFK thinks the Jews made COVID to kill white and black people.
You could not have found a funnier group to claim never get sick than Ashkenazi Jews.
Bro, I got COVID. Yeah, I'm literally in the exact...
Do you not know a single Ashkenazi Jewish person in your life or in your immediate vicinity?
Right. We're sickly people.
It's just like lactose.
Zach, are you sickly? You're full Ashkenazi.
Am I sickly?
Yeah, what's your problem? What are your medical issues?
More mental than physical, but
okay, well, you're still young. Those are coming.
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm gonna be 26 next month.
Okay, yeah, you're gonna get some fucked up disease, I'm sure.
I can't wait, dude.
Oh,
I'm kidding.
Nah, because it's right. It's true. It's just life. It's Occam's razor.
It's a meme.
Well, hold on. Do you either your parents have
No, they're clean.
Okay.
Did they get COVID?
Have I had COVID?
Did they get COVID? Your parents?
No, they've never had COVID.
There you go.
Have you, Zach?
Brother?
I've had COVID. Yes, one time.
Do you know where your parents were around the time of 2019 to 2001 on the weekends? Because
wait, 2019 to 2001?
Yes, because that's when these meetings were happening between the Chinese and the Jews.
Oh, right.
Also, why would the Chinese? Wait, it's just like such an insane conspiracy that I love thinking about it and trying to unpack it. Where it's like, why are the Chinese only doing a carve out for Jewish people, but not all Jewish people, just Ashkenazi Jews?
Yeah, no, we don't want the Sephardic ones. They can perish with the rest of them.
Yeah, it's like a very strange, it's such a very strange, not very well thought out
We're talking about RFK Jr., who is when I saw that, I was like, oh shit, new anti-Semitism just dropped.
Yeah, but it's also strange because then it's like, well, first of all, literally look at, originally when COVID was happening, they always said well, everyone in Israel got vaccinated and they're still dying. So what happened? You just reverse the narrative now. It's just kidding. Everyone in Israel got vaccinated and no one died. Also, it doesn't make sense. It is a bioweapon. But like, you also shouldn't get vaccinated. You shouldn't protect yourself against it. You shouldn't mask. Like,
it's all part of the same plan. Why don't you understand, Hassan?
It just
that I created the virus so that people would get vaccinated, and that's how I control them, bro. Don't you get it,
The
man?
virus isn't the end.
I'm coming
The
up
vax
big
is the
time
end
from
game.
this COVID thing.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
Step 2, profit? Question mark? What's the? How does that work?
I can't explain step 2. It's, you're not ready for that access level. Here's Trump talking about President Xi, who is a humanitarian god, and here he is.
Think of President Xi, central casting, brilliant guy. You know, when I say
What does he mean, central casting?
Oh, that means like he's handsome, like a Hollywood guy.
Yeah, that's one of his favorite compliments.
Yeah.
He's
oh my
straight
God,
out
he
of
hit him with the central casting one. That's one of the highest honors you can get from Trump.
To be fair, I think this is an interesting strategy because I can't imagine that President Xi has been called handsome by many other world leaders.
Excuse me.
No, it's an unusual.
He is very handsome.
Even if he is the most beautiful man in the world, it's just not a compliment you usually get paid by world leaders. He's a handsome devil, that Xi. Beautiful hairline.
He does have a beautiful hairline.
Yeah, really nice hairline.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. Nice color.
Yeah.
A nice, like...
a little bit of that gray for,
yeah.
a touch of...
He's raised up, dude.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
raised up.
Honey the Pooh ass looking motherfucker. You get put to death by
Honey the Pooh.
China. Winnie the Pooh. Sorry.
Yeah. No. I don't think they kill you.
Yeah, bro. They throw you to underground cell.
I saw that on Reddit. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's true.
I get all my information on China from Reddit.
Yeah.
All right, anyway,
I feel
here's
like
Trump.
it's brilliant. Everyone says, oh, that's terrible. You call it. Well, he runs 1.4 billion people with an iron fist. Smart, brilliant,
With the iron
everything
fist.
perfect. There's nobody in Hollywood like this guy.
What are you talking about? What do you mean in Hollywood? Yeah, there's nobody in Hollywood who's running who's a like communist dictator practically.
Yeah, no.
You're right.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Well, I mean, I don't know how he can get away with saying any of this, to be honest. Like I am really shocked by this. Because I feel like when I say things like this unironically, people get very mad at me. Like even liberals get very mad at me.
Yeah.
If Joe Biden, could you imagine Joe Biden like even subtly saying like, "Xi's actually a good guy, Jack," or something like that.
Beautiful.
Like he's handsome. Like they would literally eviscerate him.
Here's why I think they let it go. Is because Trump isn't competent. He doesn't do anything right. They have to infer, they have to create their own lore around everything they does. They're probably like, this is 5D chess. He's just buttering him up for this big plan he's got to dominate China.
But he's done this so many times. Like he did it with Duterte. He did it with Kim Jong Un.
all does.
Like he is definitely fond of authoritarian leadership for sure.
There's nobody in Hollywood like him,
which I find very strange. I mean, do I think this will yield positive results in a potential multipolar world? Absolutely not. I don't think that. I mean, I think he's going to continue being as gung ho and anti-China as possible, which is why I don't really get how he can get away with saying stuff like this. But I guess because they own patriotism, they can say whatever the fuck they want and not really get dinged by the American population.
One more time here. I want to run it back.
Brilliant guy. You know, when I say he's brilliant, everyone says, oh, that's terrible. You call it. Well, he runs 1.4 billion people with an iron fist.
Iron fist is not. I don't think that's necessarily a compliment.
Yeah, I don't. No, he thinks it is though.
Isn't that what we said about like Stalin? It's
a big
and Mussolini, Hitler.
He loves that though. Like that's so. This is one thing that he openly has said is cool, which is like more authoritarian measures of governance. He likes it 100%.
An iron fist.
Not even saying that like Xi is as despotic of a dictator as the way American media is presenting him, but I mean,
I knew you would be a China simp.
Oh, I mean, I'm openly a China simp. I think that the saddest part about it is that we never get like any of the good stuff that China's doing, and only look at the bad stuff that they're doing, and then implement those things. Like America already has a surveillance state. similar to the Chinese surveillance state. We already have a credit score. And then on top of that, like we get none of the high-speed rail. We get none of the even development.
Public housing.
We get none of the Chinese prosperity measures.
Massive middle class.
No billionaires are punished ever, right? No government officials that are engaged in corruption are punished ever alongside the billionaires.
It's true. I think it's true. It is pretty incredible what China's done in the past 50 years. It's almost like miraculous what's happened there.
Yeah. You can't...
I saw a Chinese guy saying, like, people don't talk about, like, the fact that, like, I don't know what's the number, but, like, 60% of Chinese peasants in the last 50 years were pulled out into middle class. Yeah. Everybody's life has vastly improved.
They do talk about it. They just hide it. They always, like, the World Economic Forum or the World Bank will come out with a report and they'll be like, capitalism is the greatest system of all time. Look at the billions of people that have been lifted out of poverty.
China's not exactly not capitalist.
No. They, of course, they are complete state-run. They have a unique, well, in their words, the transitional socialist state. That much, I don't know how true that is, right? But having said that, the reason for their prosperity is directly a consequence of what they did with the influx of foreign capital, right? Because plenty of nations get foreign capital and don't engage in even development, urbanization, increasing literacy, focusing on education programs. And China still has plenty of issues, especially in the healthcare sector. They have a lot of problems. And obviously, civil liberties, that's a big point of contention as well. But overall, the reason why they've been able to do this is because they have implemented plenty of measures that you absolutely could, even by European standards, consider social democratic principles.
It's pretty incredible, honestly.
Yeah.
And he goes, of course the people of China like Xi. Like, he's improved everybody's life there dramatically. I was like, okay, fair enough. You know what I mean?
Chinese people I talk to, well, once they're done being shocked that I'm not actually being sarcastic whenever I talk about China, will often say that it's well established. Everybody understands that there are certain things you can't say in even private settings. And as long as you keep your head down, there is a cultural understanding that the government is taking care of you, and that, like, the wonderful prosperity that you have experienced, that your grandparents and your parents have experienced, is very real, it's very noticeable. And you have this mentality where, like, as long as you don't rock the boat, as long as you don't say the
Winnie the Pooh,
that's like a sillier version of that. But, like, as long as you're not openly and heavily critical in ways of like the local governance or the CCP or Xi Jinping, then, you know, you have this shared understanding
that is kind of a
they
big
got
deal,
your back.
though. I mean, I don't think we should downplay the absolute lack of free speech there.
Oh no, I'm not downplaying that at all.
But
there's a reason why I don't live in China and I live in America. You know what I mean?
Do you have a choice?
I would live in China, 100%. I want to go to China so bad.
Can people move to China? Americans?
It's entirely dependent on, I guess, your relationship with businesses there. Yeah, there's plenty of people that go and live there for extended periods of time. They work there.
Go to China.
You fake
I want to.
Fake commie ass. Thank you, XQC. You took the words right out of my mouth.
I do want to go. My fear is, I may or may not have said some things about Xinjiang back in the day that are not.
You think they're waiting for you?
No, but, like, from what I understand, I would just, like, have my visa denied probably before I ever step foot.
And I got to say, that's impressive bureaucracy. If they can be like, this guy talked shit 20 years ago, visa denied. That's impressive.
Not even 20 years ago, though.
I'm just saying, you got to give it up to the boy.
Yeah. I am critical of certain aspects of China, which you can't really.
Don't they have Uyghur death camps? Is that?
It's not a death camp. They were re-education camps, and they are no longer in operation.
Is that
according
true?
to the Associated Press?
Okay, I saw this crazy documentary, and I don't know. I don't know the surrounding narrative or anything about it, but it was about there was doctors in the area. They would be able to procure organs
No,
Or-
that's no.
I'm telling you, they were in China with.
Dog, that one is like Shenyun,
They're like, we
Falun
could
Gong.
get you an organ. From a Uyghur. But why is that? Is that really that crazy?
No, there is no. You're not wrong. There is actually a black market for organs, or was a black market for organs, 100%. It's not exclusive to Uyghurs, and it's propagandized heavily. It's obviously fucked up, but it was propagandized heavily by Falun Gong, which is a psychotic, reactionary, insane cult. The ones that operate the Shenyun. You know what I'm talking about?
Do you know about Shenyun?
Do you know what Shenyun is? Like,
Is
what
that
is it, 5,000 years of Chinese?
hold on, that was the show on Netflix where he.
No, I don't know what you're going for here, but nope.
You know,
no,
he-
this. Do you ever see these billboards all around LA?
It's like Glendale.
Oh, that's a vibe. China before communism.
Yeah, they're crazy. Like the cult that puts this show on is like pretty wild.
What's wrong with China before communism?
Well,
Great
they are
branding.
the guys that make it, and the guys that the guys that like bake propaganda into Shenyun are pretty insane. Like they think that nuclear reactors were actually found in China before communism, that miscegenation should be illegal, no race mixing. They're not too fond of gay people. They're pretty
that's
crazy
par for
guys.
the course.
Yeah, and of course they get funding and at least like the
So
go ahead by
you're
the CIA.
saying the whole Uyghur thing is propaganda or mostly propagandized?
No. I'm not saying that. I do think that they engaged. So it's tricky territory to get into because every state does awful things, and the Chinese state certainly has. The mass surveillance state in Xinjiang, the Uyghur Muslims in the constant surveillance they were placed under, and that is still ongoing for the record. And the re-education camps were completely fucked up. But as far as I understand, their goal in like wiping out any kind of separationist attitude has been successful in that now Xinjiang is not necessarily Hanified, but at least like their cultural components are considered something that you can observe as like a tourist destination rather than a legitimate stake in autonomy or any kind of like separation from the Chinese state.
Here's Hassan trying to get his visa.
No, I would never
Looks
do that.
rough.
I would never do that.
Looks dicey out there.
I would never do that.
Make the rich pay. You would wear that in China. Anyway, shout out Uyghurs, I guess. Hopefully.
Yeah, I do think that they absolutely have and operated re-education camps, which is not great. That's really fucked up. The common but it's as if it's everything that China or any other foreign adversary the United States does that is like greatly emphasized and hyper focused on as though it's like unique to the country itself. Like, for example, prisons in our foreign adversary nations are called labor camps, even though America objectively has more prisoners per capita than every single one of these countries, including China, or has a way more draconian prison system where there's slavery inside of our prison system that's constitutionally allowed. They'll open up museums, and the New York Times will write an article about how like their museums are engaging in whitewashing their atrocious crimes throughout history. And it's like, well, that's precisely what our museums
Can
do
I
as
ask you something? It seems amongst socialists like yourself, there's like I feel like y'all are overly generous to China.
Some people are. I don't think I am. I look at the bad and I look at the good.
Like I'm sure that they are. They're definitely over.
I don't think it's appropriate to put
fuck. I can't think.
Like hundreds of thousands of people under mass surveillance and like have government handlers and you just like completely erode any kind of like sensitive cultural difference that they might have from the Han Chinese population. And just like forcibly remove that, like excise it like it's an aberration. I think that's like completely, I think that that's completely unacceptable.
I was trying to say they are obviously heavily propagandized. Okay, but and you know, I just feel like sometimes when I talk to socialists, they're just trying too hard to defend China. That's all.
Sure. I mean, there are definitely people that go overboard and will. My metric is this. Okay. If I criticize it in America and China is doing it, I'm going to criticize China as well. However, when I make that criticism, people are so used to like kind of having this unspoken defense of America that even if they don't really like America or criticize it, they think when I compare China to America, they think I'm like minimizing what China is doing. When in fact, and this happened with Russia as well, no, I'm not minimizing it. I'm saying it's one of the worst things you can do because I criticize America every day. So when I talk about labor camps, for example, or prisons or the prison system in China, that is not supposed to mean that like I'm defending the Chinese prison system. I'm criticizing it by comparing it to one of the worst carceral states on the planet, the United States of America.
I guess if the Chinese were looking at our prison system, they would probably think that was pretty cruel and bizarre and weird. And they're like, yeah, and we just put a bunch of ethnic Muslims in a fucking camp and say bye-bye. That's cool. I don't know. I guess we all got our problems, don't we, folks? What, Dan?
I mean, we literally do that too.
Yeah, we have. So
well,
yeah,
we did do that.
Guantanamo
We're not
Bay,
doing it now.
And we've. I would say that we've also pound for pound done like definitively worse things to the global population of Muslims with the war on terror post 9/11. 100% across the board, but it's not a competition of
It's
like
not.
who's
I'm
worse.
not. You know, and I agree with all that.
Because
You know what I'm saying?
you're right. I think that, like I said, these are the reasons why I'm like a little worried I might not be able to get a visa to get into China because these
You're
are
the
things
number
that
one
you're not-
simp, bro. They should let you in quick.
No,
Dan, you
because-
said that
but
we're
because
doing
these are the-
re-education camps. Where are we doing that right now?
Not re-education.
Re-education camps, we've done
or
it.
ethnic.
We did it.
We have sites.
Population.
The thing is, we have the same thing. It's just not on U.S. soil.
What, Guantanamo?
Guantanamo or black sites in Syria and all over the Middle East. I mean, we've been at war in the Middle East for over 2 decades now. On the other side of the globe.
There's 30 people in Guantanamo Bay, apparently.
Well, yeah.
I'm not even just
everybody
talking about
knows about
Guantanamo
Guantanamo, so they're winding that one down little by little.
I mean, obviously that's fucking insane, but it's not the same. First of all, what happens in Guantanamo Bay is insane.
No, what happens in Guantanamo Bay is you're not getting re-educated. You're just being tortured.
Yeah, you're
right?
just being tortured.
Yeah, it's
but I feel like that's a different thing. That's what's going on. Who cares? I mean, it's all bad. Okay.
I agree. I think this is my assessment of the situation as well. I think, like I said, like I say time and time again, the moment that I compare it to China in any capacity, people have this expectation due to a tremendous amount of propaganda from Western media that like you have to just say no. What the Chinese are doing is uniquely evil, uniquely bad. It is akin to the Holocaust, and no one else is doing anything that is anywhere near that at all.
I agree, but I think we're kind of talking in circles. But I feel like socialists are like, no, China's amazing. They're doing so much amazing things.
I can't speak for other.
Xi is handsome. He's strong. He's beautiful. Central casting.
No, there are definitely people that.
That's the vibe I get sometimes when I hear from.
There are definitely people who defend China like you would defend America, like the average MAGA person would defend America. But, you know, that's not exactly a commonplace thing that you can hear. You have to seek that out for sure because most people just genuinely hate China. They don't like it. China is seen as like an existential threat to our global hegemonic power structure that we've existed under. People, one, resist change on its face. They don't like that. And two, fear another country coming to power because we know what powerful countries do to others that no longer have that power. It's kind of like white people being afraid of black people getting civil liberties because you're like, well, I know what I would do if I'm, or white people thinking that they're going to be in the minority, right? Because I know what I would do to minorities. I know what I've done to minorities when I was in power. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that. So I think overall there's a lot of disdain. I don't know. I criticize what the Chinese government is doing, just like any other government, but I also do glaze up the good things that they do. You know,
glaze them?
It's not. Yeah, I glaze them hard.
You glaze their glizzy?
Yeah, I think high-speed rail is incredible. I think.
True.
Well, one other thing that I just mentioned, like healthcare is a massive problem in China as well. Massive problem in China, and they haven't been able to solve that. That's a real issue. There are areas that they have been very prosperous on and very good at, but there are areas where they are failing. Healthcare being one of the main issues as far as like rapid development goes.
All right, we're coming near low on time, about 20 minutes left. So let's continue on about Trump's third indictment. Here is Hassan's welcome poster when you arrive at the airport.
Okay, my head looks a little too small there.
There's a nuclear explosion back there, Hassan? Explain that.
I thought they liked that aesthetic.
Yeah, that's what they think.
I don't know
about
about China. I don't know. If
Oh,
they
right.
like it
You
in
said
China.
Japan. Right.
I said Japan and Korea.
Wait, was it? Didn't I see a clip of you talking to a Japanese woman? They're like, they would not find you attractive.
Oh yeah, on TikTok, I was talking to Kaho, who is a former Japanese adult video actress. She's an incredible person. Yeah, Japanese people do not find me attractive because of.
But you just said they do.
No, I'm talking about head. Actually, this might not even work.
You got to get your facts
I do know
straight.
it's in Korea, but no, head size to shoulder ratio is different than being hairy. Japanese
it's
people
the
do not
hair.
like. Yeah, Japanese women in general are not appreciative of muscular guys, and they're not appreciative of hairy guys. And I am two of those things. So
No
it like
hair.
ranks
Okay.
pretty low. It's more of like a pale, androgynous, pretty aesthetic that they like. They like twinks.
Right. Well, they all are kind of. You know what? I'm not even going to say it. Not even going to say it. Trump is about to get indicted for the third time.
Get business done with the new American Express Graphite Business Cash Unlimited card. With unlimited 2% cash back on all eligible purchases, unlimited 5% cash back on flights and prepaid hotels booked through American Express Travel Online, and a flexible spending capacity that can grow with your business, you'll have the confidence to keep building. Apply today and earn a welcome offer of $1,500 cash back after you spend $50,000 in qualifying purchases on your new card within the first 6 months of card membership. Terms apply. Learn more at go.amex/graphite.
I'm not even going to say it.
I did everything right and they indicted
Let's see. Last week, Trump received a letter from special counsel Jack Smith, fake ass name having weirdo. Just kidding. I mean, he does have a fake name, but I don't know if he's a weirdo. The target letter cited 3 statutes that could be applied to prosecution of Trump by the special counsel Jack Smith, including a potential charge of conspiracy to defraud the United States. Check out all these charges. Ready for this?
I'm so ready.
Conspiracy to commit offense or defraud. Trump and his allies could face a conspiracy charge based on fake electors, witness tampering, obstruction of an official proceeding, influencing or impeding an official proceeding, deprivation of rights under color of law. Those are pretty, what is that? Makes it a crime for people acting under color of law, meaning any public officials or law enforcement acting under their legal authority, to willfully deprive a person of a right or privilege that's protected under the Constitution. Okay. So, I mean, this is pretty incredible stuff. A third indictment for our boy, Donnie. Do these indictments start to become meaningless after a while to the general population? Or do you think these indictments are going to actually influence people's perception of Trump?
I mean, I think people's perception of Trump have been influenced already, in the sense that like people have already made up their minds. I think they're either pretty solidly, they're either pretty solidly in defense of Donald Trump no matter what happens, and we put them in the 30% category of like kooks and crazies, or the larger population is I think kind of sick of Trump. Like, he's no longer the new dog. You know what I mean? He's no longer the new player on the field. He doesn't have that that I'm actually more moderate than you would think. I'm not the regular Republican attitude that he was able to present. In many respects, he was much more racist, much more openly racist, while still towing the line on the same old Republican policies, which was unique. But in others, I think he kind of came across as moderate, like his LGBT defense.
Dark past.
Yeah. Well, he like those are the types of unique things, like him regularly speaking about corruption in Washington and like the influence of like money in Washington was genuinely refreshing to a lot of people. Obviously, he didn't follow through on any of those in a serious way. He was never going to, but basically he was seen as the guy who said things that everyone else was too afraid to say. And once you're president for 4 years, we know what it was like under his leadership. And especially with the tail end of his presidency being COVID, I think that really, really destroyed any kind of goodwill that he may have generated from like moderates and independents and those in the margins. So I don't know what it's going to look like. It's a race to the bottom right now, with Biden on the one hand not being charismatic, not being remotely inspirational.
Are we still sure that Biden can beat Trump? Because Trump is polling not that bad.
I can't make this assessment yet. Like I have to see more as the general election nears. I will caution everyone who is very comfortable about a Biden victory and remind them that Donald Trump lost, yes. However, there was a fucking major Hail Mary that a lot of people neglectfully forget, which was he got COVID right before election. It was worse than the Jim Comey second Hillary Clinton letter, which we know put a dent in Hillary Clinton's already failing campaign. He got COVID right before election, as people were like desperately trying to forget about COVID on the Republican side, especially.
You think people didn't vote for him because he got COVID?
I think it reminded people how devastating COVID is. It reminded people.
You really think that affected the voting? I haven't even thought about
100%. You haven't thought about it because the media, for some weird reason, never adds this into their analysis. It's more so that conversation is so
hold on.
Focused
I don't understand the mentality you're speaking to. There's some dude sitting on his porch with a piece of lemongrass in his mouth playing a banjo. You know, typical Trump.
That's not the guy. That's not a swing voter.
So who's the guy? Describe the guy.
That guy doesn't even vote in usual elections. That guy is voting for the first time for Trump.
Describe the guy
who's
like, Trump got COVID, I'm not voting
living in a Virginia suburb, has like a decent job, like a high-paying decent job, has a family, is upper middle class and wants tax breaks and will potentially be swayed by Obama or was swayed by Obama, but like really like Donald Trump as this like truth teller. You know what I mean?
Okay, so definitely what's his thought process when Trump gets COVID and he says, I'm not voting for him now?
He doesn't like COVID. He doesn't like the shutdowns, but at the same time, I'm just like making one profile off the top of my head, but there are plenty of people like this where he doesn't like the shutdowns, but he's also terrified of COVID because his grandfather or his dad died of COVID. You know what I mean? Okay. And thinking about that, thinking about how deep and dark of a pit that everyone was in at that time, either due to Applebee's not being open or due to the fact that they were staying at home and genuinely worried about COVID, Trump getting COVID right at the last second, right before the election, reminds everyone of that, of the dangers of COVID and Trump's neglectful attitude towards COVID. So in an election that was like centered around the economy being eviscerated by COVID and Trump's neglectful actions.
So you think him catching COVID was a signal to people that he had not done a good job of preventing?
It was a reminder to people that maybe wanted to forget about it, especially. And I think that played a huge role in a lot of moderates finally, like moderates that were not exactly super enthusiastic, or independents that were not exactly super enthusiastic, or even some Republicans that were like embarrassed by Trump's behavior to go, all right, fuck this, I'm not voting. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well,
Ultimately, a lot of those suburbs that originally voted for Donald Trump turned around and did either A, vote for Joe Biden, or didn't vote. So I think that was a big problem.
That is interesting. Okay, I haven't never heard that analysis.
But there's more though. If you look at the midterms and the lackluster performance from Trump-backed candidates during the midterms, I think Americans do have... I mean, they voted for Biden because they wanted to return to normalcy. They wanted to go back to brunch. They wanted to stop fucking thinking about politics all the time.
Mm-hmm.
They had politics fatigue. So they were just like, just give me a normal guy. Give me a normal guy that is just running this shit on autopilot. I don't want to think about it. I don't want to watch CNN. I don't want to get like psychic damage from what's going on. This isn't to say that, you know, the issues do not persist. Of course they do, but Americans did not want to think about it, which is why they voted for the normal guy candidate, right?
They couldn't have gotten a more normal guy too. It's like Joe Biden's just like, he's like the archetypal president in the movie that appears in one scene. You know what I mean? He's just like generic old white guy president.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they voted for the generic old white guy, even though they knew that he was old as hell, even though they knew that he wasn't going to, you know, make any campaign promises, fulfill any of those campaign promises in general, which he of course didn't. Then the economy went to shit due to greedflation and corporate consolidation, the war in Ukraine and what it did to energy, or what energy developers took advantage of in that regard. And then Biden's positives went away fairly quickly, even though he got a big boost originally from being the guy who finished the inoculation campaign and being the guy who was leading the charge when things opened up. Right? People don't think about these sorts of things in a rational way. They think about how someone makes you feel, or they think about how they feel at a certain point in time. And Biden already had that massive boost working for him, and he squandered that goodwill over the course of his presidency. And he's very old, and he's not inspirational at all. And I don't know what is going to. I don't know what's going to happen.
Well,
for that reason,
I'm excited for this all to get started in a month. The first debate, boy, we are going to feast, dude. Here's how it's looking.
A month.
Trump is crushing. DeSantis is crashing.
Oof, yeah, DeSantis is. Ooh, I could talk about that for hours.
Apparently, Pence isn't even qualified.
He didn't qualify for the debate.
For the debate because he doesn't have enough individual donors. He only raised like $1.4 million.
Yep.
Yeah,
what a fucking moron.
Who would vote for Mike Pence?
I don't know, but if you're vice president and you can't raise more than $1.4 million for your campaign in a country of 350 million people,
the Trump.
I mean, what the fuck?
The Trump camp went and did January 6th, and they were trying to hang him.
Straight up, they brought gallows.
Like he doesn't even have the
dude,
Trump booth.
Wouldn't it be so good to see Trump and Pence on stage together, and Trump's just being like, "Hey, Mikey, we're bringing out the gallows again."
Yeah, I mean, it would be great for content, but I think he could destroy DeSantis in a similar fashion. I want to see DeSantis, Trump's blood boy DeSantis, get eviscerated by him.
That's what I'm looking for.
But he says he doesn't want to do debates. He says he's not going to do the debates.
Who?
Trump.
Oh, he better not deprive us of that.
Trump is
he has said that, but come on.
No, the people need it.
When he sees the glitz and the glam, everybody showing up, he's not going to be able to resist.
The dog unplugged something, I think.
Uh-oh.
I genuinely think Trump not participating in the debate will hurt him big time. People and his fans specifically, they want to see him up there, causing damage.
I want to see him up there. I'm a fan.
He's got to do it. He has to do it.
I think he also... Trump looks really good when he's matched up against enemies. And I think right now, Trump could very easily portray DeSantis as a corporate stooge, and maybe even recover some of the outsider narrative by portraying the entire Republican Party infrastructure as like built against them, all these rhinos, and he can just very easily say like Ron DeSantis is a rhino. I defended him foolishly, and he's trying to destroy me because he's like backed by the Republican Party. They don't want me to save America from Joe Brandon, and because Ron DeSantis has the charisma of a wet napkin, he will look awful next to Donald Trump.
He's gonna get so mad.
All it'll take for Ron DeSantis to tank even further in the polls is for him to do that like he does that weird face every time he reacts to something. Like he emotes like such a freak.
I saw a recent interview with Ronnie Boy, and he's attempting to smile in the beginning, and it's just so unsettling. The man cannot smile. I'm trying to find where was
here. While you're looking for that, I just want to show this tweet or not tweet, truth or whatever from Trump.
No, Vivek is actually popping off in some polls.
I love his line about Christie.
Vivek Ramaswamy is now beating the sanctimonious. Christie dead at his stomach band. Ada Hutchinson, a solid -1%. I'm up 44 points. Let's make America great again. Christie dead at his stomach band.
Dead as his stomach band.
Oh, dead as?
He's as dead as his stomach band.
I'm not sure I understand. I know he's trying to call him fat, but like the analogy
stomach band, like what do you call it?
Lap band.
Yeah, he's saying his lap band didn't take because he's fat still.
Yeah.
His lap band?
The surgery to get your stomach.
Oh, did he get that?
I don't know for sure, but I think Trump's implying that he did,
dead
and
as
that
his
it didn't
stomach
work.
band.
Yes,
that's
yes.
fire. That's
what
really
I'm
good.
saying. It
That's
fucking
fire.
killed me when I saw
That's fire.
Yeah,
that was
good. So as far as things that work to Biden's advantage is the Republicans still basically controlling every aspect of American existence from the state legislature level, but the Democrats haven't done a really good job of like communicating that. You have the Roe v. Wade anxiety still that's very prominent and very real. And some of these freaks are still gung-ho about further restricting access to these really important types of healthcare. So I think that definitely plays in favor for Joe Biden. However, the Democratic Party, I hear nothing from them. I do not hear anything from them as far as like, this is bad. Look at how bad these guys are. Like their messaging is completely out of whack. But so is the Republican Party's messaging.
You like Gavin Newsom?
I mean,
as a candidate?
I think Gavin Newsom is a horrible neoliberal cutout that is everything that is wrong with the Democratic Party.
Really?
And
that bad?
Worst of all, I mean, look around. We live in California. We pay a lot of taxes, which, neither of us have problem with, except where is that being
Speak
utilized?
for yourself, bro.
Okay, well, I don't have a problem with it. Where is that being utilized? Your roads are full of fucking potholes. We do not have adequate public transit. Homelessness is a gigantic problem born out of the completely awful housing market that's backed by
So where is the money
profiteers.
going? Like what? Like I don't know that those solutions are so easy to tackle. Like
they're not.
The homelessness thing is always to me seemed a bit unfair in the sense that the entire countries, all of their homeless, they come to the West Coast because the weather's nice and the social services are better. It's like
that's not necessarily the main reason.
Dude,
why
Ethan, that does happen. But I was just reading about this a couple weeks ago. A very recent study that I think was done in San Francisco. I think by the university there, UC up there. That
fake news, brother.
They found that
gay
the homeless
commies.
population in California, it was like 85% California natives.
Really?
Yeah.
Wouldn't expect that.
No,
what you're saying does happen though. They do, like other states like have been caught.
If you go to
trucking their homeless out
Detroit,
here.
I mean, if you're homeless in Detroit, you die.
Right. Yeah. No, there
and
is
people
something
from
to
California don't travel to Detroit because it's nice to be homeless there. I'm using obviously.
I know,
an
but
example.
there's homeless. So if that were the case,
it's harder.
If that was exclusively the case, then you wouldn't see homelessness skyrocketing in every other part of the country, like you also correctly pointed out. it's skyrocketing in every part of the.
It doesn't go against. It just means there's more
No,
homeless
I know.
people.
The reason why it's like massively a problem in heavily populated urbanized areas of Texas, for example, like Austin, is precisely because of the housing market. Because that is the one consistent factor. It's heavily limited. There is no adequate supply of low-cost housing. And our rental options are eviscerated, whether it's through Airbnb or through people parking their assets on the already limited amount of housing. There is no good, even mixed income developed housing. There's no affordable housing, and that's the number one reason why people become homeless. They get priced out of the housing market, even when they have a job. They get priced out of the housing market. And then their journey towards like becoming the guy that you see on the street, who's like taking a shit on the street, who's like very clearly having like an episode regularly. Their journey towards that end, starts off at that point. We often forget the invisible homelessness.
Any of us could be that dude taking a shit on the street.
I mean, yeah, all of us are
Could be any of
technically
us.
closer to that person and being that person. Than some of us closer than others, but we are significantly closer to that person than we are to Elon Musk. It's infinitely more likely that we become that person than we become Elon Musk. That's for sure. But people don't recognize the existential threat that the for-profit heavily commoditized housing market does.
I'm not super familiar with like what California is doing to prevent homelessness, what they're doing to, help the homeless. So I don't know. I mean, is Gavin Newsom doing like a worse job than his predecessors at dealing with the issue?
He's just not doing enough to deal with it as the problem worsens. It's not entirely upon him to fix, and it's a problem that is almost impossible to fix because of the current structure that we operate under, where housing is an asset. Like your house is an asset. It's really important for wealth accumulation. People want their housing prices to consistently go up, and that can only be done by limiting the amount of available housing, and also on top of that, different types of zoning restrictions that you enforce.
What can Gavin Newsom do about, like in LA, the zoning laws are fucking insane.
So I'll give you a great example of what Gavin Newsom fails to do.
Okay.
So every time we have an election, there's a ballot measure where we're like, hey, we're going to add a 5% additional purchase tax on properties that are over $5 million, right? Seems great. What will that fund? Well, that will fund a homelessness.
It was less than that.
Yeah,
I voted yes.
It was.
Don't hate
it's
me.
It's going to fund homelessness initiatives, right?
Yeah.
And we also, on top of that, have an $80 billion surplus right now in California due to a tremendous amount of wealth that was generated during COVID here in California, and wealthy people not really leaving in droves in the way that Joe Rogan and Elon Musk claim they are. And where does all that money go? Well, it actually sits. They just park it, because even if we do fund these programs and we have these, doughy-eyed council members or people working in municipal governments that genuinely want to make positive change happen, real estate developers and homeowners associations and people that have a vested interest in the housing market being as fucked
So
as
what can he do? What
possible,
can Gavin do?
They stop it. They stop initiatives like Project Home Key, which is supposed to repurpose vacant hotels into permanent shelter for homeless people.
How does he stop?
They stop it. They look at San Francisco.
Yeah.
Like whenever there is any kind of initiative to like build new homes or build change the zoning restrictions that exist, everybody goes, This destroys the culture of the neighborhood.
But how does Gavin Newsom how does he affect the local politics?
I mean, as a governor, you have a lot of powers. I think you can get assistance from the federal government as well if you are genuinely interested in doing so. But since the people voted on it, he should be utilizing the bully pulpit more effectively as the governor to be like, no, we're doing this. Like, fuck you. I don't give a shit. Eminent domain. Suck my dick. You know what I mean? When there's a will, there's a way. And the problem is there is no will from the Democratic Party, which is a stronghold in California. And they are very comfortable knowing full well that no one is really going to go and vote for a Republican. It's not like the Republicans are advocating for anything positive, right? But it is very dangerous when you think about a place like Los Angeles, where you have our very own Donald Trump style real estate developer billionaire, run for mayor and launch a relatively successful campaign.
He's almost there, yeah.
Yeah, so that is not that's not spelling trouble.
Well, he had a solution to homelessness, at least a final solution.
Well, oh yeah, he did. He wanted to fucking,
but a solution nonetheless.
Yeah, he wanted to put him in camps, away from the population. Except like that again doesn't identify or even capture the problem or solve it, because there's always new people becoming homeless every single fucking day because they're priced out of the housing market.
So in short, we don't like our boy, slick-haired Gavin Newsom.
I mean, I like him. He's hot.
He's beautiful.
He's hot. He's a cheater. He's a big cheater. He's got a lot of oppo on him that will
really.
I don't know if he's like charismatic enough, and I don't know if the Democratic Party audience is like receptive enough to these kinds of personality flaws as the Republicans
he'd fuck
are.
Your mom, dude. No problem.
He literally he has. He fucked like he has done like double adultery numerous times. You know what I mean? He's got that. Yeah, Kimberly Guilfoyle is his ex.
Yeah.
Did you know that? Donald Trump Jr.'s current wife.
Right. That was such a weird.
I think his girlfriend.
What a weird twisted.
It's not that weird though. These people, it's all in. It's fucking.
She was married.
All
to
incestuous.
Gavin.
It's all. We're still living in fucking Habsburg,
Jr.
Austria, in this country.
Listen, I listen. Gavin Newsom has got to be way more complete, rounded human being than Donald Trump Jr. I mean, how do you go from Gavin? Maybe he's a demon.
I think he's just better at putting on the mask.
Donald Trump Jr.
I've always gotten
literate.
Patrick Bateman vibes from Gavin Newsom. He seems like a psychopath. I think
Really?
he probably killed people.
Really?
I can see that.
Yeah.
I mean, he's very handsome. He's certainly charismatic.
Yeah, he's charismatic.
But he has a lot of flaws, and the main one is two issues that.
Who'd you rather fuck, him or Donald Trump Jr.?
Oh, him, easy.
There it
But here's the thing.
Enough said.
Here's the
way
thing.
more Riz than Junior.
If he's running, for office, if he's running for presidency, there are two things that he has to either combat through messaging or genuinely solve in a meaningful way. The second part is much harder. Crime in California is a consistent narrative. That one is easy to destroy because that one is mostly just misinformation peddling. But he would have to message around that to be like, no, that's not the case. Okay.
I actually saw a clip of him doing a pretty decent job of that recently.
He did that on Sean Hannity.
Oh yeah, it was with Hannity.
It was awesome. Everybody, it was going viral on TikTok with the kids.
More importantly than crime in California, like I said, which is not as severe a problem as the way that the media has represented. So that's a messaging issue, which he can get over because he is charismatic. The other problem is homelessness, which is a real issue, which he can't actually get over without genuinely solving.
All right, Rick, or not Rick. All right, Gavin, if you're listening, let's get on that homelessness.
If he put a dent in the homelessness problem in any tangible, meaningful, significant capacity, he could easily run for president and have a shot at it. Other contenders that I believe, especially governors, are Gretchen Whitmer, who has a lot of positives.
Yeah.
A lot of people like her. She's also charismatic. She's hot. She's like a strong, buxom, real American woman.
Mean she has big.
She's just like.
I don't
want
to be vulgar, but buxom means she has big boobs, doesn't it?
Well, kind of. She's like
milk porn.
She has.
What's her name?
She has a strong, dominating presence that is not like overboard. It reads well.
Yeah.
It's like a real American woman. You know what I mean?
Here she is. So she's buxom, you say?
The other one who is actually significantly more.
Said.
No, I know. I'm just
Yeah.
I'm wondering if that checks out.
Like, I'm not saying she's got big titties. I didn't mean it like that. I meant like she's she's like a real woman. She's like a powerful. She has a powerful stature.
Yeah.
Buxom is a word that typically used to describe someone who's full-figured or voluptuous.
Yeah. No, I think I used it
anyone
correctly.
plump and healthy can be buxom.
Yeah.
Buxom implies having a full chest.
I think I'm using it correctly and not like saying that she's got big titties. I'm trying to say that like
I don't know if you can say that. I don't know if it means.
I mean, like she is. Yeah, she's full figured.
She got some fat fucking titties. So she's gonna
That's
put
not what I'm saying.
Nancy Pelosi to goddamn shame.
That is not what I meant.
Nancy Pelosi can die in peace knowing that
I
the new
talk about Nancy
buxom
Pelosi's
lady's in
titties
town.
all the time. But like, if I was talking about her titties, I would openly say it. That's not what I mean. I'm talking about like your physical presence and the aura is very important when you think about who you're voting for in the minds of like the American consciousness, the American voters. And the other actually also voluptuous person, rotund, I would say, is J.B. Pritzker.
We have another voluptuous lady in the
J.B.
running.
Pritzker is not a lady, but instead a handsome lad, a big boy.
The most Chicago man to have ever been born.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a buxom man right there, brother.
Yeah,
Nobody's ever been more from Chicago than this guy.
Yeah,
that's a buxom brother.
He also is.
I beg to
seen-
differ there.
Yeah, except John Wayne Gacy, maybe.
He also is seen as a relatively positive figure, which is interesting because Chicago is probably one of the most crime-infested, corrupt. Like Illinois is one of the worst states for the Democratic Party because, like, you just have to be literally a criminal to be a politician in Illinois. Some of which have even went to jail, as a matter of fact, like Blagojevich.
Blagovich. I still don't know how to say his name correctly.
So he is he's populist. He's a billionaire, which is bad, but he's so fat that I think it like overcomes that negative aspect of like being a billionaire. He's pleasant. He means well, even if he fucks up sometimes. Like the energy that he exudes is like well intentioned.
So what are the chances that we get someone else running instead of sloppy?
Oh, this time around, no, it's not happening.
that's
yeah. All of this, I think, is for 2028.
That fucking sucks.
Because the Democratic Party is not going to.
He's not even
cede ground on the Democratic Party is never going to cede ground on the incumbent's advantage, and it's just not going to happen because that would imply that the party is not strong. I'm sure they've done the mental calculation. I don't even think this is more like a Joe Biden wants to run again type situation. I don't even know if he knows what day it is. I think it's more so that they probably crunch the numbers internally and they see like they do a cost benefit analysis and they're like, we didn't really prop up any figures as a substitute for Joe Biden. Certainly not going to be Kamala Harris, who is a charisma black hole. And they have also purposely like sent her on all of the worst missions possible that a VP could ever take on. They made her look really bad on top of,
does he ever switch out VP?
It's happened.
That'd be so humiliating for her.
Yeah, no, that would
because if he's gonna. I mean, there's like a pretty good chance he dies in his next term.
They would.
Right?
I think he would get punished
statistically.
Yeah, no, I think a big chunk of voters would be very upset if he did that.
Because like you can't sell Kamala Harris as like a beacon of prosperity as a black woman, the first black woman VP or whatever, and then rip that away.
Yeah, that would
Okay, hold on.
Real bad, I think.
Joe Biden is 80 right now.
Mm-hmm.
Average life expectancy of a USA man.
Oh, he's already 3 years in the pocket.
That's 77.
Yeah, he's 3 years in the
living
pocket.
on borrowed time.
Yeah.
So you give him another. I mean, he's going to get reelected in a year. When he finishes his second term, that man is going to be 85.
Yeah.
That's straight up Jello years.
He might be dead by then.
He'll be
Yes.
fine.
I mean, he's definitely being propped up by incredible amounts of like medical cocktails.
So I mean,
oh yeah,
there's like probably I would say even a higher than 50% chance that he dies in office.
I think there's a likelihood that he dies in office. Yes, and
Maybe
Yeah.
Kamala rules though. Maybe she picks ass.
No, she's not going to be good.
It kind of sucks that like
gonna
the
be awful.
first female president is going to be by default and not elected.
That does suck.
Yeah.
I mean,
If only we could have had Hillary, right?
yeah.
I mean, I think it would be cool symbolically, but you know.
I'm just chilling in Cedar Rapids.
I mean, are there any like modern industrialized countries that we consider, similar to the United States that haven't had a woman head of state? Like the UK,
I don't think
Germany. Even, has France had a woman head of state?
I think they all have.
Maybe
They're
not,
about to with Le
actually.
Pen.
Yeah, they got close with Le Pen. but-
They're probably going to with Le Pen. 100%.
Yes,
Lovely.
they have had.
France has?
She was prime minister from 1991 to 1992. Edith Crescent.
In France?
Yeah.
Believe the prime minister is less than the president in France. They have a similar.
First woman to do so,
system
and only
does.
woman until Elizabeth Bourne was appointed in 2022. I don't know.
But my point just being, we're way behind the curve here.
Oh, yeah, way.
Yeah, 100%. For sure.
All right, listen. We're over time.
Edith Cresson was a socialist.
Would you consider Kamala to be buxom?
No.
No. Okay.
I don't think so. Like I don't think she
So
reads
she has
like
small
that.
titties.
No, that's not what I'm saying. No, Kamala Harris does not read as like I don't think she reads by like Democratic audiences as like a woman with a rugged Midwestern appeal.
Relatability.
She doesn't have Big Gretch's rugged Midwestern appeal and relatability. Kamala Harris is, I think, seen as more of like an elitist institutionalist who is barred out all the time. Like she has, she's closer to Hillary Clinton than she is to that.
Okay.
As an image.
All right, guys, listen. What a great time we've had here, huh, folks? We've been here. We've talked about it all, and we've been indicted for a third time. Hassan, nice to see you.
Yeah, it's good to be back.
Oh, shit. I got to go, you guys. The Grim Reaper's here. But, yeah, I think it's about to start heating up here on Leftovers as we approach the first debates and everything.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun.
It's already heating up in here, literally.
It's hot.
It's very hot in here today.
Yeah, it's hot. And hopefully the most buxom woman, we're just going to keep our eyes on those buxom chests.
Let's not.
Okay.
Well, that's
maybe.
what-
Can I offer folksy as maybe an alternative?
Yeah, I don't
for
think
what
you
were
should
going
say
for?
buxom. I'm just,
Like a folksy charm.
Buxom means big-tittied. That's just how people use that word. You got to be careful with the buxom. We can do a poll.
I mean, we don't have to.
Let's do a
I
poll.
will not use buxom. I probably will.
Yeah,
keep
you
using
should rotate that out.
I'll probably keep using it.
Can you do a poll?
Okay, what
Does
what?
buxom mean big-tittied?
Well, obviously it does in certain contexts.
No,
It's
and
just-
that's the colloquial meaning of
buxom mean big.
That's literally the only time I've ever heard that word
Yes.
used until today.
What are the options? Yes or no? It can mean other things too.
Bitch.
Right?
Okay. Bad
Yeah,
poll,
Dan's
but
giving
okay.
me
Is that more
out
fair?
here. Dan's
No,
giving
isn't
me
that
out.
more fair than just yes or no?
So you say, does buxom mean big-tittied?
Boobies.
Or how about this? When you hear buxom, do you think big-titty?
Hear buxom, do you think big titty?
Yes or no?
Yes. No.
Is this helpful for you, Hassan?
I don't care. Sure.
I'm doing ops for you, brother.
Healthy and hearty.
In the tit area. Let's hear it. So let's take it to the poll. When you hear buxom, do you think big titty?
I'm getting cooked in these polls, man.
So it's right now, it's
not looking
75% yes.
Floating milk.
And I'm doing you a 72%.
Okay, you're
now.
also playing exploding milk porn in the background. This is like subliminal messaging.
No, it's not. I'm trying to save you from potential
Zach,
embarrassment.
you're
This is a
upsetting the
disaster.
sanctity of the vote here.
We need a recount.
Buxom.
Count the votes.
All right. Well, it's 69%. Blaze.
Yo.
69% on about boobs.
Blaze.
Oh, dude.
You guys are funny for that. All right, listen, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. It's Friday. We have got. Oh shit.